Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Today we're back here with Pokemon Cardinal. Well, it's actually the final one. We got episode 20. So yeah, there's only 20 episodes of this. I'm not sure I'll be doing the Origins ones. There's only goes like into Tempest that we have been following alongside it. So anyway, let's get this going. Here we go. So be sure to like, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy. Let's wrap this Norcloh journey up. Here we go. Here's to it. Here we go.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the final episode of Pokemon Cardinal. Last time, Professor Tamarack asked us if we could track down the remaining Tundra forms that we had not seen yet for the purpose of his research, which we did, and in exchange got to keep the Tundra forms for ourselves. Additionally, Tamarack also said he would share some top secret information with us for our trouble, which is where we pick up in today's episode. So let's listen to Tamarack and find out what this secret is.
Alright, Professor, what do you got for us?
So, about that top secret information. It's taken me a while, but I have gathered conclusive evidence of a mythical Pokemon within Norcloh.
Really?
As far as I'm aware, no one has ever seen this Pokemon face to face, which means I've had the honor of naming it myself.
Okay.
I've dubbed it Morvator. The reason I was doing research on this in the first place is because I suspected a connection between Morvator and the Life Trio. You do know of the Life Trio, correct?
Yeah,
they are a trio of legendary Pokemon that are seemingly connected to the concept of life itself. Although, little more is known about them currently. I believe Morvator is what you might call a trio master of the Life Trio.
Oh, like,
it only seems to be willing to show itself when all three members of the Life Trio are together in one location. Now, I wasn't exactly planning on asking you to do this, but seeing as how you wrangled up those Tundra forms so quickly, I suppose it's worth a shot. Would you be willing to try and track down and catch all three members of the Life Trio so that we may actually get a chance to see Morvator for ourselves?
Sounds fair. Kind of curious about this Life Trio anyway. Let's go.
Wonderful! Simply wonderful. I knew I could depend on Norcloh's newest champion. To get you started, I'll let you in on where you can find each member of the Life Trio. They are known to inhabit Mount Norcloh, the Abandoned Manor, and the Isle of Victory, respectively. If you go to those locations and look around very carefully, you may just be able to find them. This will be a monumental discovery if you were able to pull it off.
Got it.
Reed and Wendy, I know you'll be able to do it. I'm counting on you.
Alright, where to first? Well, Victory. I didn't see the latest one here. Let's see if we can find them.
Alright, looks like we're on the hunt for some legendary Pokemon. While we can track down the members of the Life Trio in any order, we're going to start with the one we most recently saw in the Isle of Victory. Now, the way these Pokemon work, or would work if this were an actual game, is that they are confined to the area that they are located in, however they are also roaming legendaries at the same time. This means that they can be found anywhere within their respective areas, and you've just got to look around and encounter wild Pokemon until you can find them. If you stick to it though, I think they'll start to pop up before too long.
Let's see. Where are you? Oh. I think I hear it. Where are you? Oh, there it is! You ready?
Oh boy, it looks like we found one. This is Burnim, the beginning of life Pokemon. Burnim is said to encapsulate the force that brings new life into the world. While not much is known about it, people have been able to associate this Pokemon with the fruitfulness of new life, and whenever people or Pokemon are expecting to bring a child into the world, they send prayers to this Pokemon that their child will be able to be born safely. Despite this Pokemon's size, it is also very powerful, so it might take you a few hits and a few Ultra Balls, but I'm sure you'll be able to catch it, which means we only have 2 Life Trio members to go. Let's go see if we can find the next one.
Welcome aboard, Vernon. Okay, I'm guessing Abandoned Manor or Mount Cornet. Let's go. Guessing... Oh, it's Norcloh. Okay, this is where the first one showed up.
Here we are at Mount Norcloh. This is where we saw the first of what we would later find out is a member of the Life Trio, and the process is going to be the same as before. We know it's around here somewhere, and if we keep searching and encountering Pokemon long enough, I know we'll find it.
It's open. Oh, same sound again. Alright, where is it? Oh, there it goes. Oh, that's a fast boy. Oh, hey, hold still. Oh, there you are.
Look, here it is. This is Primree, the Prime of Life Pokemon. Primree is always on top of its game, as it embodies the vigor that comes with being at the prime of your life. This Pokemon is thought to be able to imbue others with that same level of vigor and make those who are older feel young again. That has made this Pokemon extremely sought after, but no one has been able to track it down until now. Just like with Burnim, Primree is tough and isn't going to let you catch it without a fight. But as the champion of Norcloh, I'm sure you'll get it caught before too long, and with that, we only have one more to find. Let's head to the Abandoned Manor and track it down.
Right, come on. If we can guess the... well, trend, I'm guessing Ghost type at the end of life.
By this time, I'm sure you all know the drill. If we search the manor long enough, we're bound to find this Pokemon. So let's get to it and track it down already.
Right. Here it comes. Oh, there it goes. Hey. Oh. Can't see. There you are. Gotcha.
And wouldn't you know it, here it is. This is Finrit, the end-of-life Pokemon. This Pokemon isn't as sought after by the locals because it seems to only bring one thing with it: death. Whenever this Pokemon has been sighted, a death has always followed shortly after, so it is believed that this Pokemon knows when others are going to die. While it might be a master of death, we can still give it a couple hits, and between that and a few Ultra Balls, we should be able to catch it no problem.
Yes!
Wow, I cannot believe it. We actually caught all 3 members of the Life Trio. We better take them back to Professor Tamarack right away and see if he can give us any more information on what to do next.
Alright. Come your way, Tamarack. We got the trio. Woo! Hey!
Reed, Wendy! How's catching those legendary Pokemon go? What?
Here you go.
You've caught all 3 already? Oh, goodness me. I knew you 2 were good. I knew you were the champion of Norcloh, but boy, oh boy, did I not ever expect this. You are a prodigy.
Thank you.
Let me just contain
you need a minute
for a second. Then I can tell you what to do next.
So, what do we do? You good?
Okay, I'm good. I'm under control. Now that you have found all 3 members of the Life Trio, the next step is to see if we can coax out Morvator. Based on the evidence I've gathered, Morvator seems to appear most often on the Nameless Island, which sits in the middle of Wailord Bay. And it never got around to being named, apparently.
Really?
If you head past the power plant through Route 18 and to Artavi Town, there is a small ferry that can take you to the island. Just hand them this, and you'll be good to go.
Thanks. Alright, next stop to the island.
Oh, this could be the discovery of a generation. So head out, you 2. We have a new Pokemon to discover.
Right. So, people, Route 18, here we come. Past the power plants. The final route.
Although we could just fly straight to Artavi Town since we've been there before, we might as well take Professor Tamarak's advice and head up through Route 18 since we have yet to travel through this route before. This is another route that you have to become champion to be able to access, but once you do, you'll find a plethora of powerful Pokemon here, including Volnetic, Bulboa, Serapint, Tormitents, Ursumbra, Condibore, and Pheronix, along with Terrectrifly and Resemdra. If you're the type of person who likes to turn over every rock they come across, you'll also be able to find Yanmegaite, which will allow you to evolve any Yanmega you have into Mega Yanmega. Mega Yanmega finally becomes part Dragon type at this stage in addition to Bug, and is extremely ferocious and powerful. Come to think of it, this might just come in handy depending on how strong this mythical Pokemon we're looking for really is. So let's take it with us and head on to Artavi Town so we can catch the ferry to the Nameless Island.
Let's go. Alright, there's the ferry, and off we go. Right. Here we are, the Nameless Island. Serious. Picturesque.
We have now arrived at the Nameless Island. While you will find a few small cabins and some people to interact with here, the real reason we are here is obviously to see if we can find the mythical Pokemon Morvator. Outside of the few houses that are built here, there is a lot of grassy and forested area on the island, so we might as well just start looking around and see if we can find anything interesting. Oh, and we need to make sure that we have all 3 members of the Life Trio in our party, as according to Professor Tamarak, that is the key to getting this Pokemon to appear.
Alright, let's see here. Morvator, where are ya? Doing best. What do you got? There it is! That must be it! Found it.
Oh my gosh. Professor Tamarak was right! Morvator does exist, and it's connected to the Life Trio after all. Morvator is known as the Afterlife Pokemon. As the master of the Life Trio, this Pokemon has dominion over the afterlife. This Pokemon's existence was first caught onto by humans after people who had had near-death experiences claimed to have seen this Pokemon in their mind while their life was still in the balance. This is going to be the strongest Pokemon you have faced, wild or not, in Pokémon Cardinal to this point, so you better have come prepared. Since you have the Life Trio in your party at the moment, you can use their strength to your advantage, but if you intend to catch this Pokemon, prepare for a long fight. You're going to want to stack up on Pokeballs as Morvator's catch rate is extremely low. If you are able to stick it out though, you might just be able to catch it.
Nice. Okay.
Nice work, kid.
I was about to say now what, but you again.
I came here when I heard you were attempting to catch Morvator in the Life Trio.
The hell?
First, I wanted to apologize for running off so abruptly after we defeated Team Tundra. Once I knew they'd been stopped, I felt it was best for me to leave as quickly as possible, but realized I didn't get a chance to properly thank you. So thank you for saving this region.
No problem.
I can't even begin to tell you the kind of disaster that's been averted by stopping Team Tundra. Or rather, I guess I can, now.
Huh?
Before I tell you that, though, I think it's finally time that I tell you who I really am, and why I'm here.
That'd be great, thanks. What the? Crimp?
Do you recognize me? I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. I'm pretty old now, but I'm your rival, Krim.
Holy
the
hell?
same one you just defeated in order to stop Team Tundra, just from a different time.
What?
I'm from an alternate future where Team Tundra actually succeeded in freezing all of Norcloh. Thanks in part to me. Just as you
Holy hell.
experienced, I was so angry that you kept defeating me that I joined Team Tundra in order to become stronger. Except in my reality, there was nothing to stop us at that point. We defeated you, and Cronus set off the amplification machine, which began
who won?
freezing all of Norcloh unceasingly.
Shit.
Cardivios awakened just as it did in this reality to try and stop us, but it was past the point of no return. With our combined might, we were able to subdue Cardivios, leaving Norcloh to our mercy as everything was frozen solid. It was only when the job was done, however, that I realized what a grave mistake I had made in being part of this. Norcloh had become a wasteland. Nearly all Pokemon, human, and even plant life had been eradicated, and I immediately knew I was wrong.
I had a feeling.
At that point, I began searching, begging and pleading that there could be some way to reverse all of this, when I remembered something I had learned around this time period. There is a legend that states if all 3 members of the Life Trio are brought together, they are able to give the person that brings them together the ability to revisit any other point in their life that they choose. This was long thought to be just a folktale, but I figured I had nothing to lose and began searching them out. It took me years and was made exponentially more difficult by the frozen apocalypse I had helped create, but eventually I caught them all and used their power to transport me here, right at the time that I was set to join Team Tundra.
But
Somewhere
wait,
along the line, though, I realized that both you and I would need to be even more powerful if we were going to stop Team Tundra and my past self. Which is why, before leaving,
Megastone.
I also sought out the power of Mega Evolution. I knew it existed in Norcloh thanks to Professor Tamarack giving us the Megastones for our starter Pokemon, but in that reality, none of us had a Keystone. Fortunately, however, the
hence
Keystones
us.
came to me when I ran into an impossibly tall man who said he had traveled to Norcloh to witness the devastation for himself. I told him what I planned to do, and he was able to gift me 2 Keystones, one for myself and one for you, which is why I gave it to you that day at the research lab. I knew you were going to need it if we stood any chance at saving the region. What I did not expect, however, was your access to Mega Evolution throwing my past self into a fit of rage that caused him to join Team Tundra anyway.
Damn.
Luckily, however, we were able to stop him and save Norcloh once and for all. Which brings me to my next point. Now that the region is saved, you have moved on to catching all 3 members of the Life Trio.
That we
While
did.
this is a commendable accomplishment, it creates a bit of a problem for me.
What do you mean?
You see, if you have all 3 members of this trio in your possession, that eliminates the ability of my past self to catch them, which in turn eliminates the possibility of me existing at all. It's probably best that I fade into nothingness now, considering my mission is complete. And honestly, I don't have much time left as it is. But deep down, I'm still the same Crim you know and love, and I couldn't let that happen without a fight.
One
So
last fight?
Reed, Wendy, I'm here to battle you one last time, and try and stop you if I may. If I win, you hand the Life Trio over to me, and I'll get to stick around a while longer. But if I lose, you keep them, and I'll fade out of existence. With my task officially complete, what do you say?
You're on. Good luck, man.
Ha! I knew you'd never turn down a challenge from me. Looks like it's time to battle for one last time, for all the marbles.
Help me out. Crim, here we go. Bring it on.
Time for the fight of my life. Literally. Go, Tormentence! Ha! Still as strong as ever, I see. Go! Burn him!
You got your own version.
You didn't think I'd fade away that easily, did you?
Come on.
You're really going for it, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Amen.
Go, Heliovin!
Burn it. Keep it up.
Ha! If you haven't noticed, I'm really going for it too.
Burn it up.
Half of my Pokemon down. This is the moment of truth. Go, Primree!
Come on, take him out.
I'm not giving up that easy. Like I said, I'm still the Crim you know and love.
You're on. Yeah.
Nice response, kid. Allow me to respond back. Go! Finrit!
Be careful.
That's what I'm talking about! I haven't been in a battle this exhilarating in ages. This is it. Down to my last Pokemon. And I think you know him well. Go! Starter!
Keep it up.
Would you look at that? Each down to our last Pokemon. Whatever happens next, I'm glad to have met and know you, and I hope you can think of me as a friend.
Wrap it up.
Looks like my time is up.
All is yeah.
Reed, Wendy, please don't feel bad about beating me. It was bound to happen one way or another. I mostly just wanted to get one more battle in for the fun of it. With your help, I succeeded in accomplishing what I came here to do. And now, it's time for me to move on, and for you to enjoy the fruits of that labor. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused, and I hope, in your mind, I've made it right. I'll see you.
Let's just hope your past self moves on, you know?
For everything.
See you around, Krim. I gotta say, that was one way to end things, you know? I gotta say. Hell of a way to end things. But, well, Norcloh saved. Got some new Pokemon. 43 in total from my count. Let me know how many you caught. And, well, let me know what you guys think. Till next time, adios.